Hello friends. Income tax calculation has always been a confusing topic for many of us. There are so many exemptions, deductions, net taxable income computation, new regime, old regime, etc. Many of us find it difficult to understand the various line items in the Form 16 that is provided at the end of the year. I'm sure most of us would have reached out to the finance department of our respective employers to understand one particular line item and how it is computed, and that is house rent allowance. In this video, to solve this mystery, we have decided to explain house rent allowance exemption calculation in very simple steps and using two examples. Please watch the video till the end. Welcome back to our channel Intelligent Indian. The objective of our channel is to explain complex topics in the most simple manner possible. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing. Before we start, a brief disclaimer: we are not tax experts. This video is only for education purposes. Please do your due diligence. Now, coming to house rent allowance, the Income Tax Act talks about house rent allowance and exemption in two different groups of sections. The first group is section 1013A, where HRA exemption for salaried individuals is explained, and section 80GG, where HRA exemption for self-employed individuals is explained. So in this video, we will focus on HRA exemption for the salaried individuals. Now, how is the HRA exemption computed? So to compute the HRA exemption, we need to compute three different components. Number one, what is the actual house rent allowance paid by your employer as part of your salary? This is something that you can find it in your pay slip. Number two, the 50% or 40% of your basic plus DA in your salary, depending on where you stay. If you're staying in a metro city, you need to compute 50% of your basic plus DA. If you're staying in a non-metro city, you need to compute 40% of your basic plus DA. The third thing is, what is the actual house rent that you pay to the rented accommodation minus 10% of your basic plus DA. Once you compute all the three, you need to see which is the least of these three, and that is your house rent exemption. So let's understand this with two simple examples. First example, let's assume that Ganesh is working in a private concern in Bangalore, and this is what he earns. He earns a total annual salary of 6 lakhs, of which 2.4 lakhs is basic, 60,000 is DA, 1,20,000 is house rent allowance, and the remaining is special allowance. Let's assume that Ganesh stays in a multi-story apartment in the Electronic City and he pays a monthly rent of 10,000 rupees. Now, let us compute the HRA exemption for Ganesh. As we had described earlier, we need to compute these three things: the actual house rent paid by the employer, which is 1.2 lakhs or 1,20,000. Next, since Ganesh stays in a metro city, we need to compute 50% of his basic plus DA. His basic plus DA, which is 2,40,000 plus 60,000, is 3 lakh. So 50% of it is 1,50,000. The third thing is actual rent paid minus 10% of basic plus DA. So in this case, Ganesh pays 10,000 per month, which is 1,20,000 per year, minus 10% of basic plus DA, which is 1,20,000 minus 30,000, which is 90,000. Now, if you look at it, the least of these three is 90,000, right? And hence, the HRA exemption for Ganesh is 90,000. Even though he pays 1,20,000 as rent and he earns house rent allowance of 1,20,000 in his salary, the actual HRA exemption will only be 90,000. Now let's look at a second example. Gopal, who also works in a private concern in Bengaluru, he earns a same salary, but the only difference is that he stays in BTM layout and his house rent allowance per month is 20,000. Sorry, the amount of rent that he pays per month is 20,000 as he stays in a larger apartment. Now let's compute these three things. For the first one will remain the same as both of them earn the same house rent allowance, which is 1,20,000. The second one will also remain the same as they are having a same salary. 50% of basic plus DA is 1.5 lakhs. But the third thing is going to be different as Gopal pays a different house rent, which is 20,000 per month. The total rent paid by Gopal is 2,40,000. 2,40,000 minus 10% of basic plus DA comes to 2,10,000. Now, if you look at the least of these three, it is 1,20,000, and hence for Gopal, the HRA exemption is 1,20,000. So now you would have understood, for people with same salary structure, who are having the same HRA allowance that is paid as part of their salary and living in the same city is having different HRA exemption because of the actual house rent that they are paying. I hope this video is useful for you. Now, how to claim this HRA exemption? If you have to claim this HRA exemption, you need to submit the following documents to your employer before the stipulated date. What are those? One, the rent receipts that has the date, name of the landlord, name of the tenant, and address of the rented accommodation, your stay duration, and the signature of the landlord over a revenue stamp. If your house rent is more than a stipulated amount, many employers will ask for a rent agreement, which is usually a 11-month rent agreement which you into with your landlord. If the house rent is more than 1 lakh per year, the PAN card number of the landlord is mandatory. And if your landlord refuses to give the PAN card number, you may have to submit a declaration to your employer. Alright friends, I hope this video has been useful for you. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to our channel.